My name is Veronica Kerr. I have been living here in the terraces for more than 20 years, and I do enjoy it and happy to be with you this afternoon. Well, we decided to downsize in the very early 2000s, 2003 I believe it was, and we did it for a number of reasons. One, our house, which we loved and had been in for almost 40 years, had stairs, and those were becoming a little bit difficult for me. And secondly, the outdoor maintenance was becoming a problem, and that was a problem for my husband. He didn't want to do it anymore, so we decided that we needed to look for a new home. Well, when we made the decision to downsize, we really were not thinking about retirement living, to tell the truth. We knew we had to find a new home, and we looked at townhouses, as well as a freestanding home, a bungalow. We looked at condos. We turned down the condos because we decided we didn't want to have elevators. We didn't want to deal with elevators. The freestanding home had its pluses, but also we were going to end up with still outdoor maintenance issues to be considered. And the townhouses we looked at really didn't answer our needs for reduced responsibilities and the ability to travel easily. We wanted to travel in our retirement years. So we changed our mind, and then we started looking at retirement living. And we looked at a number of I would say 4 types of retirement living here in Kitchener, which is where we wanted to stay. And after we saw the house here in Trinity, we made up our mind that this was going to be our forever home. I really appreciate the fact that whether something happens here, whether the roof has to be repaired, or maybe the furnace goes, or something of this nature, there is money set aside to replace those, that I'm not faced with a major expense. Also, I like the idea that if I need some help and the family can't help, things like replacing the light bulbs that are in ceilings that are too high for me, to any type of small needs, maintenance needs, that for a fee, I can have somebody come and take care of those for me. So this is good. This gives me peace of mind that I can be independent and live here. These accommodations here are very good for an aging person. You can age in place here. The doorways are wide, the hallways are wide, the bathrooms are bigger than normal. So should you come here and you not need a walker or maybe a wheelchair, if things should change, you have that. You don't have to move. You can stay in place. Plus the fact that if you did need food, a meal, it can be prepared and brought to you. That's a plus as well, so that you don't have to worry about not having at least one good meal a day. It can be brought to you, so that's a plus. Life lease is different, and if you are planning to come to live in a community and you have signed a contract for life lease, you really need to understand what you have committed to. There are so many benefits, but there are some restrictions as well. Restrictions that you wouldn't have if you were out in the community and buying a house, freestyle house. For living here, for example, well, this is an extreme, but you couldn't go out and paint your door purple. I mean, it would not be acceptable. You have to consider your neighbors, and you have to consider the idea of community. You couldn't decide on your own that you were going to extend your patio or your deck by 10 feet. These are things that you can't do without discussion and without approval. And it would be the same thing for some interior things that you might want to do. So these things are good for the community as a whole, which is what you need to be considering, but you might consider it a restriction. But the benefits of in the 20 years that I've been here, I've had a new roof, I've had a new furnace, I've had a new air conditioner, I've had a new front door, I've had a new water softener. I can't tell you without my going through any nervousness about not having enough money to pay for those amenities. So there are many more pluses, and you need to read the handbook and understand those pluses. But also be aware that there are going to be some restrictions and understand what those are. You know, the other day I was asked what were the benefits of living here at Trinity. What did I enjoy really from living here at Trinity? And I have to say, it made me think a little bit. And I guess one of them would be the safe walking environment that there is here. I can go out and walk all the way around this little community. I can take a 10-minute walk or a 20-minute walk and know that I am safe, and that the ground is level, and that now that I use a walker, that everything is fine. So that certainly would be one aspect. The other would be that if I did need meals, that there is a sort of Meals on Wheels, if you would, whereby I would have a hot, nourishing meal at lunchtime, and there are a few people here in our community who take advantage of the cafe. I know I go there for a cup of coffee, but there are a number of people who, maybe 4 or 5, who like to have an afternoon meal, a noon hour meal, or even breakfast. One gentleman, he definitely has breakfast there every morning, so that's great for him. So the convenience of the cafe is definitely a positive. The other is this season, and this is something new, and I've just started taking advantage of it, is a little tiny library kiosk where you can pick up a book and bring it back, or pick up a book and add a new book, whatever is best for you, and that's an advantage. In addition, for me, because I don't drive, I do like the ability of getting inoculations, such as for COVID or for the flu shot. This is a good thing for us to have here, and we don't have to go and stand and wait in pharmacies or in doctor's offices. So I guess that, and I didn't take advantage of it, but some people may. You can have your own garden plot here if you wish. It's a small one, but you can grow your own vegetables, and I prefer to buy them. But in any case, it's an advantage to living here. So that's just a very few of the reasons why I am very fortunate to be able to be one of the owners here at Trinity.